Alright, we are live. We are mostly set up. I gotta load the game up, but I have the mod tools going. Okay. Oh, I forgot to shut the cheats off. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, reset. Actually, it did get through, but I didn't wait long enough to find out. Okay, and raise paints, entry list, initial load. Oh, I have some textures on I don't need because of taking screenshots. Now we can navigate menus. I take all that off to get the screenshots for the camera's a little off. For the rival ally textures, I have to shut off the background and all that stuff. So that's what that's why the menus are blank. So we're at Tiburon, which took the place of the second Pocono race. So I have the second Pocono race of paint schemes on. Okay. Let's just double check. So we need to finish 25th or better, which is tough. Qualify 35th. Ahead of Joe Nemechek. That's right, we still have Joe Nemechek as a target. So, select that chassis. We're at Tiburon, so we need power, and we don't have a choice on the body. Now, I don't think I've ever done a full race at Tiburon, to be completely honest, but we'll do one now. I don't even know if I have the... Yeah, no, okay. Setup spec, or setups to manual. Put the scoring pylon up. Get this set up. Okay. Let's qualify. It does not take much wheel input to get around here. I don't know how the default set's going to be. Actually, the gear seems a little short. Might lengthen the gear just a little bit overall, but not much. Because with the draft, I think it'll be struggling. The qualifying this gear is probably fine. Speed off mid-corner there. Just kind of let the car go where it wants down the back. Well, I took too sharp of an angle. I was going to say, I let the car go where it wants down the backstretch so it gains some speed. For the most part. We have better speed through 3 and 4 than we did 1 and 2. Oof. Well, default set in our car is not great for qualifying. Good to know. I am going to change the gear. Whoops. Yeah, default's fine. That's what we want, just with manual. But, yeah, we have to go custom, so... Oh wait, I forget which way's a longer gear for the rear. I know the lower this is, the longer it is, so we could just do that. I guess we'll just do that with fourth and call it a day, because I don't remember if the rear end gear is the same way or not, or if that one's opposite, but we'll just run.
Welcome to the unique Tiburon Superspeedway in Orlando, Florida. MRN is live to bring you flag-to-flag coverage of tonight's NASCAR Winston Cup Series action. We're in for an incredible race on this huge superspeedway.
Well, Joe, this place is 3 miles long, it's wide, and it's fast. There won't be any restrictor plates slowing them down today either. I can't wait for this one.
The 8 car has these big tracks figured out with a string of strong finishes.
Oh,
it's weird he said the 8 car.
Race, there's no doubt in my mind, but the hard part comes at the very end of these races when you have to decide which line to go with to the finish. He seems to always pick the right one.
Ryan Newman doesn't seem to get around these super speedways well.
I spoke to some members of his crew about that this morning. They said they just can't seem to find a car that works well in the draft. They think they've made vast improvements since the last time, though, so keep an eye on him in the race.
The 157 car is having some trouble in the points this year.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working
We're
just
a rookie.
as hard as everyone else.
It's fine.
You just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish.
Rookie car,
just to
rookie
regain
driver.
their confidence as a team.
Kind of, technically, maybe. I feel like it's that Days of Thunder scene where they crank the camera to the counterbank. Wait, did they put the... Oh no, okay. I was gonna say, did they put the pole sitter on the outside? Alright, so David Green's in the race in the 60 car. We got Buckshot Jones in the race as well. We're probably missing Jarrett, as per usual. I don't know who else we got, though, as the invaders. The part-timers. Hopefully we can actually keep the draft, because this so far is so bad. I don't think we're going to be able to unless they check up here. Oh my gosh. This is not what we need. We take so long to freaking accelerate versus them. Well, how do we remedy that if they just blow us away on the start and I'm last, so I can't just hold somebody up? there's... Oh my god. They're way too fast here, apparently. Well, what the heck? This is gonna make for the worst race ever. Who's our other driver? I'm trying to see on the pylon who else we have as the part-timer. Oh, Morgan Shepherd is in the field. See, now that we're up to speed, it's probably fine. Like, if I was in the draft, it'd probably be fine. Also, that gear change seemed to hurt more than help. By, like, a lot. I don't know, like, okay, I could reboot and swap the gear back, but, like, I don't know if that's going to do any good here. I don't know if it's going to matter, because getting up to speed's the part that I can't really help any. And even the yellow won't help us, because we'll still be the last car in line. I wanted to race. I was looking forward to Tiburon. Yeah, the gear change was definitely a mistake. Well, again, maybe in draft it was fine, but by ourselves we're definitely slower with the gear change. Well, now what? So I'm not going to run 25 laps of this. Literally everybody's gone. Did we just bail? What do you guys think? Just move on to the next race, take the L. Jeez. We have such a good pack up there too, this would have been fun. Alright, we're gonna pull nonsense and see if we could actually like keep up on a single file restart if that'll help us any. Oh, they all pit. Are they good on fuel now? Oh no. Alright, well we'll take this as our penalty is that we didn't pit. And we'll just see how that plays out, I guess. And if we can keep with the draft now, that we have draft. I'll let most of them just kind of roll by till we're up to speed. And then we'll try to slot in a little bit better. Well, or we'll just slot in now because we're pretty much up to speed. Just about. So should I have not changed the gear? Is the real question. Oh my gosh, they're still flying. Because right now we're only up to our qualifying speed. So I'm thinking I still shouldn't change the gear. Which is good to know for future. We still can't keep up. And draft doesn't seem to do much for us at this pace. I mean, it's a few miles an hour, but it's not a lot. They're too fast to really like latch onto and see what we could build up to pace-wise. It didn't matter. I think the gear change was the bigger fault, and that was my bad. I thought we needed more gear to handle the RPMs in the draft. Apparently it makes a big difference on your top speed. It still wouldn't have mattered on the initial start though. They, like, as far as getting up to speed, they still would have blew us away. What happened back there? One of them got out of shape. Checked up the rest of them. I think it was Kenny Wallace got out of shape. Yeah, the main problem is the the gear, because I dropped to like 216 by the time he got by me, and we saw in Q I was doing 219, 220 by ourselves. So if I didn't drop those like 3-4 miles an hour, I'd probably get a little more out of the draft, and it'd probably actually work out to keep it. But again, we would have had to still have brought out a yellow to begin with to get the track position when they all pit, which was one less pit stop, and we still, no matter what, we were doomed. It's just that getting up to speed was impossible at their rate versus ours. I mean, if we went one more lap to the end of 14, would we be able to make... Well, they're pitting now. Then why'd they pit under the first yellow? They don't usually... The AI doesn't usually pit unless they absolutely need to. That's really weird. Or unless it puts them in a window. And even sometimes it puts them in the window, they still don't pit. Yeah, we're just going to take the L on this one, I think, is the way it's going to work out, because, like I said, I shouldn't change the gear. we were going this fast by ourselves in Q. Well, okay, maybe not 221 in the corners, but we were going fast enough. I've never done pit entry here. Oh god. Yeah, that's too fast. Alright, well. We're definitely gonna fast forward this one out. No, they can make any mistake they want. It don't matter now. That didn't seem. I know I had it sped up, but that didn't look like 5 seconds even on the clock. Alright. Should I just safely park by the start finish and then fast forward it so that the results are proper, or should we drop out and see what the random ass results turn into? I think I should at least wait for the pits to cycle. I mean, it's sped up. It'd still be like 3-4 minutes of sitting here. If you're careful about stopping and you don't use the brake at the last little drop into zero, it doesn't bring the yellow out. There you go. What's everybody up to? I mean, if I could quit now, but the results will get all jumbled, so it's up to you guys if you want me to do that, or if you want to sit here for a few minutes and listen to the crew chief ask if it's stalled and if it's a mess. I could show, hang on, I could show a 1991 car that I've not shown yet to kill some time. Let's see, which paint do I want to show is the question. I'll show you guys two paints, I think, that are part of the 91 pack while we wait. Let me switch to main. There you go. So this one's Dick Trickle's number 34, which has Allen's Associated Glass on it. That's what was listed as the main sponsor for the event, or one of the events that he ran it in. But lesser known paint for Dick Trickle. And the other one that I have is Bill Meacham. It's number 05, which I luckily, let me bring this up over here. I got some decent reference pictures from it. Let's see. I was still looking for better stuff, but I ended up I've got this one from Darlington. This one from Darlington. It's got a good look at the back. And then this was from like a pre-race show. I don't even remember what race it was, but it was a pre-race show. And I was like, oh crap, there's the car. So I got a good look at the actual number. And this red stripe in the other two pictures, or in the other picture, like it doesn't look like there's a red stripe at all, but there definitely is. So yeah, it's good I had the other picture, because I would not, like, from this picture alone, I would not have put a red stripe at all. So it was good I got this one. But yeah, I think that one's turned out pretty good. I guess that's it. I don't know what else to talk about while we let this finish out the proper way. I don't want to mess up, like I said, quitting the race makes the finishing order all kinds of wacky in this game, and I don't really want to screw it up. Oh, you know what I could do while we're sitting here? We've been having an issue with Jarrett not racing, so I'll do some poking around. Is it this file? It is this file, so Jarrett. Okay. And then his already the end of the race. So Jarrett's series is set to 0-1. I could... Actually, I have to change it in the cheat file. I could change that to 2 just to see if that works. Because I know that's an alternate. Wait, it is? Let me see someone else, actually. Okay, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s. Because I think they're all set to 1 here. Yeah, his is set to 1 as well. So I don't know why Jarrett's is messed up. It doesn't make any sense. But I can set him to 2 and see if that fixes him. Because that's... I think 1 and 2 are both values for primary drivers. So let me go to my PNetch file. Oh, we can finish now.
Boy, glad this one's over.
Let's find that one that has Jarrett in it, which is this
The
one.
drivers didn't spend much time behind that Pontiac pace car today.
Well, I'd say the fans would probably have liked to see more excitement. I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of caution flags.
The 157 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who
Alright, we'll see if that fixes Jarrett then.
Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
Yeah, they didn't have to spend any time in the body shop.
Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. So long, we'll see you next week at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Alright, well, we're going to Indy. I didn't do a darn thing. But we got Gordon from the pole, Burton from second. Rudd came up from 13th to get third. Kenseth led a while. Probably during the pit cycle, I guess. Nobody else super notable in the top 10. Joe Nemechek 13th. Yeah, we weren't going to beat him today anyway. Tony Raines 17th. Kyle Petty got a top 20. Couple of nice ones there. Biffle up there. All right. Let's rock and roll out. Let's see. So they're all probably pissed. As long as nobody left. The new body and new chassis are done. Wait, that's not the body, that's the engine. So the new chassis is ready. I can start repairing this one. Okay, we'll do that one in 2 races so it's ready to go by the time the other one wears out. Same with this. Oh, that one's not got great stats. It's got good downforce, bad drafting. But we'll do the same 2 races and then get that swap. So we should have a better cycle now. Ooh, I don't have these repairing. 59, 55, 58, 54. So this one's a little better, but it's worse right now. I think we'll just start the cycle. Oh, hang on. 2 races. There we go. We'll start the cycle 2 races in and out with swapping engines and parts and everything. It's got 5 races left. And let's see who got the move of the race, as we like to check. So Mark Martin got the move of the race. I don't even know where he ended up. I think he was in the top 10. Oh, I did lose a sponsor. The associates are gone. So the one that wanted us to beat Joe Nemechek is gone. Oh gosh. Finish ahead of Mikey, not happening. Picking up places is possible because we qualify bad, except there's usually like one oddball that just gains a bunch, and 25th in earnings is not happening. So the only one we have any shot at is Food Lion. So I guess we'll throw them on there because it's the only one that's even slightly possible, I think. Or Mikey blowing up, but I don't know. I think that's a similar likelihood. So save the vanilla. We have the cheats entered here for Jarrett. We'll see if Jarrett is in the next race or not. He probably won't be. I have a feeling it's just kind of borked completely for some reason. but we'll give it a shot and see. I'm going to switch my view back to this. There we go. So, oops. I do see Jarrett. He's in this race. That doesn't mean it's fixed necessarily, but he's fixed right now. We got Larry Foyt and Hideo Fukuyama as our guests for Indianapolis, which is kind of fun. Okay, I was just checking my transmission is manual. So I didn't know if I've run Indy since I've been... Like, I don't know if I changed it to manual and had my profile save or not since then. I feel like we had a decent amount of grip, but I haven't run here in quite a long time, so I might be misgauging it. Alright. Good warm-up lap. I think I know vaguely what the limit is. Oh, that was actually just a good lap. Well, we're not picking up places this week. But we're getting our secondary objective, which is to qualify the top 35. So that's good. Kmart will be happy. Somebody's happy. I think is it Kmart on the back? Yeah, it's Kmart on the back. Yeah. Maxwell on the hood, Kmart on the back, and Food Lion on the side. Although Food Lion and Kmart on the same car is a little bit of a conflict of interest there. I mean, Kmart has more, or had more than food, but it had food. Wow, friggin' 12th. They did not make the queue fast enough for the AI here. Alright, let's see what MRN has to say.
Welcome to MRN's live coverage from the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for today's Brickyard 400. The Brickyard is a track with a lot of history, and it's seen plenty of great racing over the years, hasn't it, Barney?
This track's tradition alone is what inspires the drivers to do well here. What a great feeling it must be to stand in victory lane at Indy. We'll see here shortly who that lucky man is going to be.
The 157 car is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there.
Move on to the
Sometimes
next guy.
It's just not your season to shine.
Kyle Petty has had some trouble in qualifying this year.
Man, that's true. Maybe he likes having to pass all those cars on race day. I know I would prefer to start towards the front, and I'm sure he would too. But hey, he'll get there with some patience.
Oh, I forgot to change the paints to the Indy paints. Oh well. I always forget to swap the paints cheap. But hey, we got Jarrett back for this race. We got to see if it works for next race before I go changing the file for everyone else. It just was an idea I had to try. I don't know why it would work any different, because if I go to the Race Now page, it'll still show them as full-time just the same. One of them's primary cup, and the other is secondary cup. What I put him to now is secondary cup, so it really shouldn't... It should give him less of a chance of being in the race, not lock him in, so it doesn't make any sense. So either he just randomly is in amongst the people that get added in, amongst the part-timers, and we just got lucky this time, or it actually did fix the issue in a weird way. That is fine, as long as the issue's fixed. I don't care if it's weird. Well, okay, I do care in the sense that I'd love to know what caused it, or why setting him as primary cup doesn't work. I mean, I could set everybody to secondary cup and see if that fixes it for, like, all packs, so that in the future we don't have this issue with some other driver, or whoever takes Jarrett's slot, but yeah, I don't know. And Jarrett's already up. He started, I saw him on the grid, he was way back, like, 41st, and he's already up, like, freaking almost 10 spots, it looks like. Mayfield hit the wall behind us there, trying to get to my outside. Why are we holding this plate? Like, is this the pace at Indy? We should not be here, or moving forward for that matter. Maybe I should have made the goal beat Michael Waltrip for the one sponsor. Nope. I mean, because now our goal is picking up places, which is impossible for where we started. And our car and everything else. But beating Michael Waltrip, I think we are right now, aren't we? Yeah, he's not up front. Shoot, I picked the wrong goal. Try to piss off Rusty. How is Joe Nemechek closer to us than Mikey? Our old goal is a tougher goal right now. Wait, is Mikey... Hold on. Is Mikey in the field? Okay, he's 24th. I was getting worried that he got dropped out like Jarrett was doing before. I had to check. I'd hate for this glitch to get passed on to somebody else, because I only see Larry, Foyt, and Hideo as our invaders, so our part-timers. So I think we're good on our... there should only be 2 part-timers in the rookie season if you have everybody working. So they're usually a good way to tell really quickly whether you're missing anybody or not. That was my bad on that corner. I ran that one poorly. What are we doing in 12th right now? What is happening? We literally could not even get up to speed at Tiburon anywhere near the freaking field. And then we're going to qualify and run 12th at Indianapolis. I thought their qualifying speed was off. I guess everything about Indy is slow. Apparently.
Number 9, Bellows. Still there. Oh yeah, great pass, buddy.
Passed him on the outside. Down the straightaway though. Well, now we're going to be on the outside. Oh, it plowed. I don't know if I went in the corner a little too fast or if it was just being behind Jamie on the outside or what, but it plowed that time. There we go, big run out of Fort. I think my goal is when we pit to just make sure, like, 100% that I do not speed. I could have left the draft on. I don't know why I didn't. I can still leave it on.
29 cars, all over your back bumper. Still there, make it easy. The 9 car is still there.
Sorry, crowded. I didn't hit him. I crowded him. Working with Jamie. Rookies working together. Oh wait, I could beat him to get Rookie of the Race award, which is extra money. Which at this point of career mode matters. So maybe I shouldn't work with Jamie. I always forget about that award being bonus money. I mean, I could still make friends with him, I guess, while we don't have an opening to go anywhere, but... Ah. I gotta get out of this high line is the problem. I mean, I'm clear, but... Man, they're really bogging down certain parts of the track. I'm here. I'm here. I'm barely here. I'm not there. That's the problem. I can't get the draft down the straightaway down the bottom. Oh, we'll just get there. We'll just make the move into 3. Bill. Okay. We're under Bill. Oh, Jamie came down to help. Nope, no, he didn't. Did for a second. This is a much better race than freaking Tiburon was. What the heck? Default set and we're flying right now. Does not make sense. I really think EA could have benefited so much from... Oh, from, like, a group of testers that have played racing games consistently just to get the AI from one track to another to be like a similar level of challenge and speed. It's like we all know Rockingham, they're slow into turn one. We all know Bristol, they just kick our asses. And I'm just talking default sets for everything here, but I mean Tiburon, they pulled away getting up to speed by a ridiculous amount. I actually do know how to, I mean I don't remember exactly what the stat is, but I have it reported somewhere. I do know how to change the AI's acceleration rate at a track on the initial start. I know where that data lives vaguely, but so we could fix that for tracks that it's a problem. It might take some testing to balance it, but could definitely do it. Are they falling off the map on this run? Are we just gonna charge? Are we gonna get a top 5 by the end of this thing? Well, actually, we need good pit stops yet. Well, it looks like we're only gonna have one stop, which is weird because again, I have it on 10% wear but 15% race length. I think. Pretty sure that's how I have the tool set up. That doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's just splitting it now. You're rolling. Kurt, your teammate's the one up high. You know that, right? Oh, okay. There you go. No, I thought he was just gonna pull over. And he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll draft with him." And let me go when I have the run already. Oh, I messed up.
That's the textbook pass there. Good job. Number 6 is going high.
All right, big run, no whammies. Yeah, we're even beating them on the straightaways here. What is this race right now? Oh, I clipped the grass. I mean, he gave me the spot there. Okay, their pit exit's at a 1. I always thought it was at a 2, so we always, I always try to play fair with the AI. Whatever they do for pit entry and exit, I try to do the same. I feel like I got something in my eye now. That's not great. Lap till I pit. Although we got long straightaways to try to see if we can figure it out. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're good. I don't want to scratch it up and make the car slow. Can I make it to halfway? Because actually now the whole field is pitting. Oh no, did the 10%, 15% thing make this race funky? I'm not gonna necessarily make it, am I? No, we're gonna start sputtering in turn 4. That's not too bad. I tried to do this. I freaking screwed it up, which made me just burn more fuel. Probably. Yep. We may just sneak a win out of fuel mileage here, though, if they all pit at the end or run out. Alright, just make sure we don't speed. We magically have fuel when we get in the pits. We're gonna freaking fuel mileage this race. Well, we got bonus points, too, anyway. It's weird, because when you run Michigan in the rookie year, your fuel mileage is like short, at least on 25%. You can't really, you can't do it. You can't do what the AI does. You can't make it as far. No! I mean, it's fine if we're staying out. What's going on, dude? It's going good. Other than my pit stop. Apparently Jeff Burton blew up at some point in this race. Oh my god, we lost so much track position between running out of fuel and a slow pit stop. We are now 34th. We were 5th when pits were going on here. Or at least in the top 10.
Number 1 is coming left.
Sweet, dude. I've been playing NASCAR games since NASCAR Racing 1 on the PC. So the old 1994 classic.
You're clear.
I'm old, though. And they're already pitting. They're doing their second stops. What's up, Jeremiah? Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. My stream program is lying to me about how many people are here.
Got one outside.
Because if 2 of y'all are active in chat, then it's already wrong. Oh, you know what? It's one of you is on Twitch and the other's on YouTube. Maybe that's why. But both your messages should show up on the screen, so. Yeah, the big Mark Martin video with him and talking to Kenny Wallace about how things have changed is spot on. I really wish they'd put somebody like Mark Martin into like the director of competition or something, just to try to help sort this nonsense out. Mike, what are you blocking me for back here?
Just 10 laps left.
Okay. Hold it steady. 3
I don't, if you're gonna block me high and then slow down for turn 1 like that, I don't care.
clear all around.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a mess right now on multiple levels. I still watch every week because I love the sport, and it's one of those, like, I don't know. I'm a loyal fan one way or another. I still enjoy the core of the sport, even if it's not as enjoyable as I would like. I mostly have problems with the cars and the stages. I don't hate stages. I hate having a yellow after the stage completes. And how many points can be gained from a stage win. Like, you could win the first 2 stages and then finish 20th and have the same amount of points as the guy who wins the race, basically. So, I don't like that aspect completely. It's kind of the same, like, to me, it's the same problem I have with playoffs. You could like, lose every race all the way up to the final race of the season and technically not even win that one.
The 32 car is
Like,
still there.
I mean, obviously it wouldn't play out this as extreme as I'm about to say, but technically speaking, you could run
Off another position.
like 15th every race through the regular season. You could run poorly in the playoffs and just get, have other people run worse. And then in the last race, you mathematically, if all of them wrecked, you could end up 4th from last and win the whole season
Right side.
with the best finish of like 15th on the whole year. It's mathematically possible to win the championship with a best finish of 15th. And that's like, now, like, realistically, not going to happen, but absolutely a possibility. And the fact that that's even something that could happen is a problem. I think the worst average finish to win a championship prior to the chase was, God, if I remember my stats correctly, or not remember the stats correctly, if I remember from looking this up a while back, I feel like it was the worst average finish was like 13. No, it was like 16 something, I think, 15 something.
Moving towards the front. Top 20.
But no, that was after chase. I don't remember what it was before the chase. I don't know. It was something like that. I don't think they're sticking with Kyle Busch as the main marketing figure of the sport.
Number 9 still there.
I mean, they keep talking about him because they're surprised he hasn't won, but he hasn't been the main focus of the sport in a long time.
Way on gas.
It's pretty much been, they talk about Larson all the time. They talk about William Byron a lot. They talk about who else? I want to say, I think Christopher Bell. They've been talking about him a lot lately. I mean, they're rightfully so. Like on the three I'm mentioning, Ryan Blaney a lot, Logano a lot. Like I feel like Kyle Busch is like the 10th person most mentioned this year. Not, I don't think he's that high up. Oh, okay, I see. I don't remember the school zone thing, to be honest. I remember him getting caught speeding in a back road. I don't remember a school zone one. And I remember him having some problem with the borders a few years back. Why are we so fast here? I'm so confused. They also, I think, have to pit. I don't know. There's a lot of things wrong with the sport right now, though. I mean, we could cover that all day. I still think my biggest gripe is the car itself. My big thing is if you literally take the nose of the car and you cut it where a real car is, a street car, where the bumper curls in and about a quarter of your tire at least is showing from at all times, at all speeds, and all downforce, to where you cannot bottom that thing out on the front end. If you can't seal the nose off, that fixes half of the aerodynamic issues. You then do the same with the side skirts and the rear, and just get it off the ground. Get it to have ground clearance all the way around the car. We got roof flaps and stuff. You can work on, maybe doing stuff to prevent it from flipping when it gets sideways, when it has ground clearance. Okay, if you want to keep the side skirts, the doors sealed off, sure, that's fine. But get the nose cut higher. Ooh, somebody got out of shape up here in 4. I know I just did in 3. But get the nose off the ground. Get what the heck was the other big thing? Oh, give us the horsepower back. Yeah, I'm doing more races, Jeremiah. There's still more. I just kind of got started. This is race 2 tonight, so I usually stream for about another at least hour and a half, and then depending on how I feel, we might do one more after that. You see, they all got a pit. We're gonna steal a win here. Yeah, I still say get the nose off the ground by just chopping it higher, because you can't. If you get the nose off the ground by changing ride height rules and stuff, teams will figure something out. They've done it for years. They've been doing it since the early 2000s. They've always figured a way to get the car, to get the nose on the ground in the corners. But if you cut it, if you just literally cut the bottom like 10 inches of the nose off, they're never going to seal it. It's never going to happen. It's just physically impossible. But that and give us the power back. And I think your racing's like clean air being king and everything else it'll be so much less important. If anything, I think that would make clean air bad, because your nose would have so much drag from, your car would have so much drag from underneath. I mean, they also have to get rid of the underbody shit for that too, because if they keep the underbody stuff, it'll suck the car to the ground the way like an Indy car does, the way it does now for the Cup car, but like that'll still happen if they bring the nose up. This is a weird race. I mean, we were set for top 5 on speed as long as our pit stops weren't bad, though they were bad. And now we're gonna steal a damn win on fuel mileage. This is a crazy one. And just after we couldn't even get up to speed at Tiburon with the field. This is such a juxtaposition of the last race. Also, we fixed the Dale Jarrett glitch. Where, well, we might have, where he hasn't been racing. And we're out. Yeah, they all had to pit.
Got one eye.
So, I'm running 15% race length with 10% tire and fuel wear, and that apparently just made this race a really funky one. But we're gonna. I was running 5th when we first started pit stop, so it's fine.
That's a great win for a great team. Let's
Shoot.
keep it up.
Stole a win.
Not many drivers led a lap in this race.
Yeah, there weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
The 157 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Well, it's going to be a happy crew.
What do you mean the leaderboard's on
They can
PCP?
immediately go to work on next week's car without having to worry about fixing anything from this race, and that makes for a much less stressful atmosphere.
I think people pitting is what funked it up there at the end, because they didn't cross again. The start finish. Oh, this is when freaking Skinner just blocked the hell out of us in a 1. Yeah, when people pit, it goes like crazy. Woo! Yeah, I have the updating on so rapid fire for the intervals to calculate properly that like it's gonna be like mad. It updates way more off. Like if I made the updating slower on the visual side of it, if it just updated less often, that would really fix it. Oh shoot, this race pays a lot too. Oh my god. We just got a freaking boost for career mode. And the PPG trophy, the PPG logo's off center there. Sick. Oh, look at that. Look at all the bonuses our sponsors gave us too. Oh my god. Hot dang. I mean, we were fast enough to run 5th with decent pit stops, so that's crazy. That's nuts. Notable, I mean, Andretti has been running fast all season. He's been getting top 5s. I put him, he's in a fantasy driver slot. I don't know which fantasy driver it is, but he goes flying. Yeah, Nadu with an 11th. Good shout. Man, we freaking, I think that's the first win on the live streams I've ever gotten. I think. And good to have Jarrett back in the field. Got up to 18th from the back. Hot dang. Well, that was a fun one. Sweet, we got new things. All right, now we're gonna run the Glen. Let's see what we got. So sponsors should be happier. Oh my God, look at their prestige jumping up, 5s and 4s. We have nothing to do in the garage or anything at the moment. Yeah, Ward couldn't make it. He was up there. I don't know who else was staying out at that point. I'll have to look back. Points are still Junior over Stewart here by less than a race, but Gordon over a race back, Martin and Harvick another race back. We'll check those. I'll go further down the list after. Marlin got move of the race. I think I should get move of the race, or at least pit call of the race or something. That'd be cool if they had that, like, strategy of the race. Alright, so we're going to save the career. We earned our first trophy. And go to the Glen. I think it's just all... I don't think there's options now. Yeah, it's not. It's just all what it is. Alright, let's reset the pylon once we get in. Okay, we'll see. Is Jarrett in again? Yes, he is. Okay, well, maybe I found a way to fix it, so that's good news. Oh, I forgot to change the paints again. Dang it. I need someone to remind me between races to update the paints from whatever race we ran to the next one. Alright, so road courses are another one where, like, when I said about the AI balancing and stuff, they're just slow at road courses. So, I expect to have a good race here. As long as we don't end up in trouble in the bus stop at any point, then we should be alright. I don't think I needed to go to second. I should have just stayed in third, probably. No, he's not. He's not. That's not the actual order they are. They'll change when we get on the grid. I don't have a good way to clear the leaderboard visually on my stream thing because it captures it even when I hide the window once I've shown it. When's the iRacing AI season coming? Well, I honestly probably would have started one with like the 1987 car, but you know, with the 2025 game coming, I'm just gonna play that when it comes out instead. I'm sure every other YouTuber, streamer, and whatever, they're all gonna be playing it. But I don't know. Maybe if that dies down at some point, maybe we'll go run some iRacing AI. I'd rather run iRacing real races, but not enough people watch those. I mean, technically I'm not drawing much of an audience, but you guys are active in chat, and that's enough for me to be happy. How did Le Mans Ultimate make iRacing a pointless sim for oval racers? For us NASCAR fans? Come on. And they just released this car. Come on, man. No, dude. If you're a road course guy, sure, you can make an argument about all the road course stuff all day long. I'm not going to argue you on that one. We just got the freaking pole at the Glen. But yeah, I'll make the argument all day. I guess Junior is up front. Usually that Q order's wrong, I thought, during qualifying.
The serious at the Glen. There aren't many road courses on the NASCAR Winston Cup schedule. What will the drivers have to deal with in this one, Barney?
Well, the Glen is quite fast for a road course. The problem is getting these big, heavy cars to handle well through the tight turns. A missed braking point can spell disaster for these drivers if they shoot through a corner too fast.
That's true.
A 157 car has got to be happy about.
Oh yeah, we're friends with Fittipaldi and he's in the race.
Maybe they can use this to turn around
I
the bad
forgot.
luck that they have had in qualifying. After they see how much easier the whole race is when everyone is chasing you, I'm sure they'll work even harder next week to start up front.
Bill Elliott has had an amazing string of qualifying runs this year.
Oh yeah, and that makes it so much easier on race day also. When there isn't much traffic, it makes your
Glen's
race
fun.
a lot less stressful.
I like
as a
Sonoma though
driver.
too. It's fun.
The 54 car looks to turn.
You guys have Todd Bodine's name recorded. Use his name. I know I coded it to do that.
Maybe they can right the ship with a good finish here.
I mean, that's fine, man. I have no problem with paying for iRacing, so. And I haven't even really been active on it. I've just been a spotter in the Coke Series. That's it. I haven't raced in quite a while. No. See, an oval mod, no. Point me to one oval mod for any road course game. Oh god. That's ever been worth a damn. Alright, well, I ran into Bobby, and then Stewart didn't like that I hit his teammate, apparently. Nah, dude, any game that's got road course racing right has not got oval racing right. You can hate on iRacing's prices all day, but I have not regretted a single dollar that I've spent on... Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I've not regretted any money I've spent on iRacing as a whole, with the exception of a couple of road courses I bought for a race that I thought, like, oh, I'm going to run this car, and then I ended up not really running that car or that track or whatever. But it's just road course stuff that I've not spent enough time with.
Watch it. There's a car on your left. Someone got by you. Let's go after it. You're clear.
It's not a road course game exclusively. Well, what oval stuff does it have? So I was gonna say the big problem with any game that's primarily not oval racing, and then they try to mod in oval racing, is that the AI will just suck on ovals. Is usually the big problem. Or the physics, like drafting doesn't make sense, stuff like that. We are struggling. We did great in qualifying, struggling in the race. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't regret money I spent on it. I get it's expensive, especially for the younger crowd, but I have no regrets on any of that stuff. The amount of hours of fun and everything I've had on there has been worth every penny. Dang it, Jimmy. Offshoot mod of R Factor 2. Was I mean, I don't know. The R Factor stuff was alright. I'm an oval guy more than anything. And in real life, I'm dirt racing more than asphalt. At least for what I drive, anyway. I don't drive. I've never raced asphalt in real life, but I've raced dirt plenty. I will say, you know what? If you want me to bash iRacing, let's talk dirt racing. Their cushion is so broken. Now, the fact that they have track deformation at all, to like the extent that they do, it's so stupidly accurate on everything except for how much grip hopping the cushion gives you. It's faster to put the right rear over the cushion on the sim than it is to lean against the cushion. So you have to take anything, you know, you take any dirt racer from real life who knows to lean the right rear against the cushion and knows how to do it well, and you put them on iRacing, they're gonna be slow versus the top guys in iRacing, just because they will aim to keep that right rear there, and then the guys that are good on iRacing will put the right rear over the cushion, and it just is faster. Their marbles just have too much grip on dirt, is basically what I'm saying. Oh, that'd be fun, Kyle. I don't know if I'd, like, do it for a league. Like, why are you so slow out of the corner? I enjoy spotting, but I don't, like... I don't know. I mainly only do it for Coke because I want to contribute to the team I'm on, so that if I make another go at making that series, then, like, I've at least contributed a little bit in the meantime. So, I don't know. I'd really love to see my driver get a championship, though. He's been... I spot for Bobby Zielinski, and he has finished second or third in the points and been in the Final Four. I think he's been in the Final Four since they've had playoffs. I don't think he's missed the Final Four yet, but he's not won it yet. Why are you... Park in the center! Jimmy, I'm mad at you. I was on the brakes. I could not help but running the hell over in the middle of that corner. That was ridiculous. Damn it, Jimmy's right. I gotta read the other message. That's a long one. My speech-to-text has been broken, and I've not bothered to try to fix it. Now I'm afraid to try to pass him. He's just gonna door me. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I checked up. Wait, he's still there. Wait, what happened? Oh no. Okay, we're clear. How did we pass him clean when he's pissed off? I'm scared, I'm scared. Oh god, I missed my breaking point. I was trying to read chat. Don't do that. We're okay. We're okay. I need my text-to-speech thing more than ever for road courses. And the custom schedule I'm running here is going to have a lot of that going on. Have you done real racing? Because the local shit doesn't have that. I mean, it does, but it's not... You don't have to concern yourself with it. Kyle, you've won other races than the super speedways. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I've... Oh god, it did not turn at all. Well, see, then I don't... Look, no offense, but I don't think you can claim that you would be successful in real racing if you've not done it at all. I don't feel like that's a fair statement to make. Even if you're really good at the sim stuff, I still don't know that that is a fair statement necessarily. Because the sim stuff, I would argue, at many times is as unhinged as any local short track. Include like it can feel like Bowman Gray at a bigger track. How is it a fair statement though? Like I want to understand. I'm just trying to understand from what angle. I'm not trying to knock you. I'm not. I just want to get that straight. I want to understand. Like what in your mind gives you the confidence that you would be a successful real life racer if you've not done any real life racing? Well, like what part of your life and what part of your experiences gives you that mindset is what I'm curious about. Like what have you done? What are things that have happened that you're like, that have proven it to you? Because like I know early in my racing career I doubted everything. I thought I'd never win a race. I thought I was trash. I have all these doubts on the real life stuff. On the sim I didn't. I've always done well on the sim. And I've just gotten better, like with running cleaner, smarter, and everything over time. But then the dirt race and the real life dirt race, and like I started out bad, and now I'm like really consistent, really smart, really smooth, run well. Like I've learned a lot over the years, and I feel like it's always paid off, or like it's already. Oh, I should have put there. It's already paid off. Yeah, but so what? Okay, so you're saying you've done well on sim racing, so that is what makes you think you'd do well in real racing. That's what you're getting at. That's all I'm trying to understand is what has proved it to you in your mind that you could do it. What sort of sim stuff have you done? Like what level? Like of the non-AI like people versus people stuff. What have you run? Who have you run with? What series have you done well in? I mean, I don't follow the road stuff, so I don't know. Oh gosh, he parked it in that corner too. Alright, we gotta pit this time though. So is he though, probably.
Watch it. There's a car on your left. Clear on both sides.
Go in, Mark. It's 70. I hear that, Kyle. But yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying on the driver talent side of it alone, like on the experience side of it. I'm just curious. Because I'm not knocking it. There's plenty of good guys that have come out of... Well, okay, you can say no. I'm saying what series... I'm not... Look, there's been plenty of people that have come out of sim racing and kicked ass in real life. I have no doubts about that. That's not what I'm asking about. I'm saying, though, what sim stuff have you accomplished? What sim series have you done well in? That have proven it to yourself. Like what brought you to this level is what I'm asking. Like just give me like a top 5 wins or moments or series or whatever, like things that you've accomplished in sim racing that like got you here. That's what I'm asking. Okay, against people or against AI? Like, is it any official series or is it just open lobby? Again, I'm not trying to knock it, but I'm trying to, like, if you've not won in some of the more prestigious series yet, then, oh gosh, or at least competed in them, then I would say, like, that should be your next step. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I understand, Bobby. You can be mad. Oh gosh. Watch this. Watch this. Oh god. Mistakes are made. Ward, why are you blocking on the turn? Well, that's good. No, yeah, that's what I was trying to understand is where you're coming from. Because, like, look, no offense, not trying to... I think it runs that corner so slow. Again, not trying to, like, you know, put you on the spot, but I mean, I guess I am. But a lot of people come on and say, like, not just come on here, but, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, I'd be great in real life. But then they come from the background of, like, I've played, you know, XYZ game on Xbox against the AI and I kick ass. And it's like, okay, then, but that doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme. You know. So I just wanted to make sure you weren't coming from that angle, and I was just curious about what you've run. But I do want to tell you also, so you said about, like, racing. Now, obviously, this would take some money to get to in the first place. But look into the Mazda MX-5 Cup. That series, in real life, you... Oh, God, what is Biffle doing? You pay for your seat with a team that... Oh, I tried to split up. Oh, God. You pay for your seat on a team, and you kind of, like, pick your team, and the team kind of picks you. Like, it's kind of an agreement sort of thing. I don't know all the details of it. But I know that you... Just fucking park it into turn 10 every time, everybody. But if you've got the money to go racing at any point in your life, you could go run the Mazda MX-5 series and go prove your worth. And then that could lead to more opportunities, you know, because you said road racing, so I'm just saying on that front, I think Mazda MX-5 is the most, what's the word? Welcoming, proving grounds. I think it's the best proving grounds that you don't necessarily need a history or a background or a crazy bankroll. Now, yeah, you do, like, I'm sure it costs a lot, but in comparison to any other form of road racing that is a good proving grounds and a good stepping stone where you will get noticed, I think the Mazda MX-5 Cup is it. So look into that. Check that out. Like, you were never a big fan of Bobby. Oh my God! Junior blew up and then got demolished into turn 10. I got very scared, otherwise I would have tried to gain some spots out of that. Also, if Mikey was our goal, we could do it again, but he's not our goal. I didn't select him as our freaking sponsor goal. Dang it, past me. Also, Jimmy's slow. I think Jimmy's got a flat from the wreck or something. Either that or because he pit early, his tires are worn to nothing. No, I think he's got a problem. I think Harvick's really slow here. We're going to get a top 10. Block me once, block me twice. That's one too many. I sent it. I don't care. You blocked twice. Kiss my tailpipes. I didn't realize how far ahead of us Bobby got after running into him. Yeah, no, seriously, do some research on the MX-5 Cup. I feel like that's your best bet for... Oh, God, Junior's still here. That's right. I think that's your best bet for trying to get into something. And then get noticed. I mean, Connor Zilic ran MX-5 Cup. And, like, now he's who everybody's talking about for road racing. No, Kyle, trust me, unfortunately, that's not a place.
makes you
Yeah, it'd be
feel a
fun,
whole
but you
lot
can't
more
get
for your
noticed in that
mistakes.
stuff.
You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught
Trust
up.
me.
The 157 car got a top 10 finish in this one.
Of course, all these teams want to win every race, but a top 10 finish is still a great accomplishment at the racetrack.
The 157 car has the beginnings of a rivalry with the 48 car.
That's
Should be
fine.
interesting next
Look how
time
beat up they
get
were
next
after
to
the
each
wreck.
other on the racetrack. At
Last
this
one.
point, nobody wants to back down, and we could see some sparks fly.
Thanks for joining us. For Barney Hall and the rest of us here at EA Sports at MRN, we'll see you next time.
Actually, ARCA's not crazy expensive. I have a cousin who helped on an ARCA team quite a bit, and God, I was trying to get them to convince them to let me in the car, but it was kind of the guy that was paying everybody was the guy driving it most of the time, so I didn't get the opportunity. Robbie Gordon won the freaking race. Oh my God, I didn't look at the pylon at all. That's awesome. I guess when Junior blew, well, he led 3 laps, so he had the lead before then, I suppose, but that's pretty sick. Nobody else notable in the top 10, really. Well, Mayfield, the top 10 of road course is kind of neat. Fittipaldi, 15th. Well, I guess if he's going to do good somewhere, be a road course. Oh, man. That was pretty fun. Yeah, Kyle, that's... I don't know. I don't think ARCA is quite as expensive as we think, but it is something that, I know you or I wouldn't have the money for. But take it from me on the local stuff, you're right. You won't get noticed enough to go anywhere. Where I want to check. Move of the race went to Mark Martin. Yeah, something like that. I mean, still, for someone like you or me, or probably, anyone watching, probably we would need the lotto to get there. All right, let's get our repairs. I could start building a new chassis now that we have more money in the bank after the Indy race. I actually don't need to. This one's still better than that one. I don't need to throw that one up yet. Yeah, we'll start one. I wonder where the other guy went. I hope he's looking up the MX-5 stuff, because I was serious about it. That's a legit place to go. Alright, so next we have... Ooh, I'm going to remember to change the paint schemes now. Next we have Homestead, the flat version. Let's see, race paints for that one off. Which I have Homestead flat replacing the second Michigan race. So the paint schemes will be from the second Michigan race if they're in the pack. Oh, did we want auto? No, there was... I just hit simulate. I just hit simulate by accident. I tried to go up, or I went up. I don't even know what I did. I hit down and it went to the bottom after I tried to hit up to go to the other menu, and then I tried to hit down and it... I don't even know. Well, we're not running flat Homestead in the rookie year, I guess. So now we're going to go to another freaking road course. Because I didn't save it, did I? Did I save it? Let's put a save state and see. Slot 8 here. Did I save it? Oh, I did. Okay, we're good. We're good. I did save it. Not unfortunate. We're good. Also, you're back. Okay. We're good. I just wanted to check this stuff. Yeah, no, the way the menu navigates is a little funky when you select things here. Because I want to run the one that's 92 condition till it's lower than our 100, and then we'll repair it, and then I'll probably sell off the other one and build something. Oh God, that always scares me. Although that's kind of what the clip is. Thanks for following. That always scares the crap out of me. It's so loud versus everything else. Oh no, the ticker. The pylon. Okay. There we go. Now it's not going to freak out. Alright. Flat Homestead. Here we go. I do not remember the corner speeds here at all. Oh, it's got automatic transmission as well. I tried to downshift. I have to change that. Not that it much matters, but... yeah, so Flat Homestead's in the slot for Michigan 2. Billy Bigley's made actually quite a few races in this playthrough already. And we got David Ruderman. I saw him on the pylon. I didn't see Billy yet, but you said him. Although I guess they're down the bottom now that it reordered them. I didn't think it reordered them after Q, or when you go into Q, but I guess it does. Alright, 30th. 21st. Woo! 21st is good. Alright, put it on interval. Give it a second. It'll stop freaking out.
Welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's Nascar Winston Cup race, the Ford 400. Barney, with this being a fairly new racetrack, these drivers don't have the notes to look back on like they do at other racetracks. What do you think we'll see in this one?
Well, with the new additions this year, I expect a different race
Gosh,
than we're
so
used to.
juddery.
Usually speeds are relatively tame due to the flatness of the racetrack, but with the new banking added this year, you could expect the speeds to be much
Wait,
quicker.
they talk about the new track
Martin
at the old one.
come up just a little short
They didn't
of the
record anything.
championship battle.
He's been the Winston Cup runner-up 4 times now, and for a guy this competitive, that has to hurt. But every year, he's right back in the hunt, and eventually his number will come up.
The 157 car really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
And of course,
That's
nobody
fine.
wants to be on the bottom of that points list. You'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Just like the modern schedule, there's a bunch of road courses coming up, and the AI is no good at them usually. So as long as we survive them, we'll make up spot. I forgot to go to manual transmission again. Oh well. I need to remember that for the road courses, though. It's very important. It's part of the fun. Ricky! Oh. Okay, we're not that fast on straightaways, apparently. Oh, I drifted in. Ouch. I hit Jimmy Spencer. He didn't get that mad. I hit him pretty damn good with the right rear, but... especially for Jimmy Spencer. He knows, he knows I'm from Pennsylvania, that's why. He's forgiving to only fellow Pennsylvania drivers. Nobody else. Alright, Jimmy, go ahead to the outside. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'll try not to die into turn 3 this time. Oh, we're getting green on the button. I slowed down too much. I got distracted by the fact that green just sent it 3 wide. Ugh. 3 wide behind us again. 3 wide around us. Rudiment's flying. Oh, we made friends with him before, apparently. Comes Jarrett. It's kind of fun having both Flat Homestead and Banked Homestead on the schedule because it doesn't make any sense at all. Just repave the track between each race, each year. Well, we are tanking to the back in the default set here. We qualified good. I thought we'd be mid-pack again. but we're just getting swarmed here. At this rate, we're gonna be running dead last in no time. I mean, that corner seemed, once I recovered on entry, it seemed okay, but they just blasted me on the straightaways. I don't know. I'll have to give it a few more laps to see, but maybe they're just fast on new stuff, brand new tires. Nope, I just missed turn 3. Maybe I'm just bad here. Casey, why are you mad? Oh, hold on, just hit the wall, and then Kenny Wallace back there. Oh, you know what? Was it the second Michigan race in 2003 that those two had the really ugly wreck, or was it California? You know what? I think it was California. Never mind. I knew it was one of those bigger tracks, but they definitely, I'm pretty sure it was California, now that I think back on it. Oh, God. Drifting into 3. Hey, Casey wasn't as bad as he ends up being in this game. He wasn't this bad.
Yeah, we got much longer on that left front tire.
Oh man, we're just tanking. No, you should have said, you know, it's bad when Billy Bigley's ahead of you in anything. In his unsponsored, underfunded ride. I don't know why it's so drifty on braking. I think if it wasn't so drifty on braking, I'd be able to run okay, because my corner speed's not bad once I settle it into the damn turn. He just slowed down at the line. That was weird. Oh. I leaned him. Sorry, Todd. Center out, I'm okay. Entry to the middle, I'm bad. Oh, was it the second Michigan? Okay, so that's funny because, I mean, they didn't wreck each other ugly here, but this technically is the slot for the second Michigan race that they ran into each other for last in our mirror. So that's kind of funny that happened here, and now we're just going to be running by ourselves here in the back. I do not have the pace barely. Oh, God. It does not... It just wants to drift on entry. Like, if I slow it down enough to make the bottom, it just slides out. And if you don't turn it hard, then what you just saw happens. If you do it just right, and you can roll to center... Oh, yeah, we gotta pit more often in these. Are we gonna have to pit every 10? 10, 20, 30, and then finish? I guess so. I'm gonna wait one more lap. Also, they're taking the access road, we're taking the access road. That's my rules. Maybe that's why it got so bad so fast. We're only doing 10-lap runs, basically. So maybe that's why the car changed completely from start to now. No, that's pretty cool. I appreciate you clarifying it. That's awesome. So I was remembering correctly. It was Michigan. Well, originally, when I first said it, I thought it was the second Michigan race. So my gut reaction was correct, and then I was gaslighting myself. So I was like, weren't there palm trees in the background? And you know, I know it was out of turn 2. Wasn't a bad pit entry for not practicing. Oh boy. I like that your name has ally in it and it shows up green on my chat thing. I don't know if that shows up green on the chat that shows up on the screen here, but Like, I don't know if it's green for everybody else, but on my chat screen it's green, and you're an ally, so that's funny. Yellow? No, we should have stayed out longer. They ran into the pit wall, didn't they? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Teammates Biffle and Kurt Busch getting into it, going into turn 3, Kurt was trying to pit, and Biffle was trying to stay out, and collected Ken Schrader. Dang it, if I'd have stayed out... Great. Wait, did 6 people stay out who were lead lap? Actually, there might have been guys that pit under green that were still lead lap. Dang it. And then we're going to get debris yellows. Wait, I'm 40th? Maybe it was people that were just entering pit. I don't know, because they wouldn't be lapped. But we're going to get a debris caution from Kenny Schrader. His hood flapping, at least. I hear it. Or I heard it, barely. It's going to go right by us. So some... Oh, God. Go ahead, Mears. Mears sending it like an Indy car on an Indy car track. So let's work with him, and then we'll get a flat. Alright, well, this gives us some opportunities, even though it sucks that we were lapped. Because we could have had an easy top, 26 cars in the lap. Actually, less than that, technically, when we restarted, but 3 of them are edgeably lapped. And then there were some AI that stayed out, and they're now pitting. They stayed out under the yellow and then pit under green. Oh, the AI in this game. Not the smartest pit calls. Did Casey run IndyCar? I just know that his dad was IndyCar. Oh, I hit it. I got right front damage. All right, well, we'll pit under this yellow, get some new tire. Even though it's only been a couple laps, we'll get some tires, top off the fuel. Should cut a pit stop out because we're nearish to 20 anyway when we restart. Should be 20. Oh, okay. I didn't realize he ran Indy much. I didn't think he gave that I didn't know if he gave that a shot or not. Oh, wow, the replay actually properly showed it falling off for once. Usually that replay doesn't. Let's speed it up. Big check up. Everybody pitting. Park it, park it, park it. Go. Park it again. Go. Park it again. Go. Oh, that gives you the pit menu way early. We were on the track very much when it said that. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Oh, I guess Andretti was that far ahead. He just came out of his pit. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Dude, kart and IndyCar are one amalgamation. Is that the word? I probably said it wrong. In my brain, though, they're just this one thing. One jumbled mess of like those cars are like those cars. I know I didn't do my Thursday stream and playing the race like all the racing games, but we did have a good kart game last time I did that stream on the PS1. It was pretty fun. Oh, we were 4 wide, and then Rusty missed. Oh, look out! Rusty missed the corner, and somebody drifted in. I don't know what's happening. I'm still. Whoa, Tony! Look, I was pretty damn low on the track, buddy. I know I started coming up the track, but it was corner exit. Look out! Mikey's in the wall. What is happening in this race? All this stuff going on, and we're on the same sequence as them, and we're still way in the back and going slow. If we could have got off sequence, it probably would have benefit us, but everybody pit.
Back spot. Let's push it. Still there. You're clear.
I'm not like, I don't know, I'm just fast enough to keep vaguely with the back of the pack in the early run, and then it just gets too drifty on entry.
Hold your line. You're still there.
But if I can manage to roll to entry, it's not so bad.
Number 25. You're still there.
But we absolutely need to get like offset on pit stops with another debris yellow or something to have any shot at a decent finish. It's crazy. We literally won Indy by fuel mileage, but had a top 5 going if no pit crew mistake. And then Watkins Glen we qualified pole and run 10th. And then Tiburon we're dead last, cannot keep up with the pack. Granted, I changed the gear. I shouldn't have. And now we're running Homestead flat, and I'm dead last. So this was the biggest problem I had with like most. What's up, Falcon? Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, look, it was an unfortunate run of pit cycle drama and whatnot, but it also, like, if we didn't have weird pit cycle stuff and yellows, I'd be last anyway. So, like, really, I belong last. It was just the other stuff didn't really go in our favor either. Freaking John Andretti got out ahead of the leader, and if look at the track map right now. He's pulled away. He is flying.
Right front tire's a little worn. Careful now.
But he's just way back. I don't know if we're going to get another debris yellow. We had the Ken Schrader one. He ran into Biffle, but I don't know that Biffle's damage was bad enough for him to have debris. We might not. We're just going to be last. Yeah, Tony Raines is in... See, okay. Kenny Schrader I don't have an explanation for. That one's pretty awesome. But Tony Raines is in a fantasy driver slot that happens to be one of them that's good at certain tracks. So I can't really control that as much as I'd like to. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I have some fun thing I was debating doing as they start to pit here for the final stop. I've been struggling trying to find... I mean, I haven't had much opportunity to do it recently, but I was struggling for quite a while to try to find where the final ranking data is per race once you're at the track. Because if I could find where that lives, I could definitely manipulate the field to be exactly as good or bad for difficulty settings and for individual driver pace. I'd be able to manipulate that way further than we've ever had control of. Like, way, way, way further. And I've not found where that data ends up. And I've tried through debug mode. I've tried with other programs for tracking memory and data, and I've been pausing the loading screen and going through code, and like I've done all of the things, and I've been struggling with it, trying to find where this data ends up. So what I was debating doing was making a video where I show what I've done and my approaches and what I've tried to do, and put a bounty on it. Put a couple $100 up and see if anyone inside the NASCAR community, outside the NASCAR community, they could be in just the PS2 modding community in general, or somebody who's familiar with the debugger and things like that, and just put a bounty on it and see if anyone else can figure it out before I do. Because man, I that's the one. Okay, there's two things I wish I could find in this game, and that's one of the two things. That's by far the biggest thing I want to find in this game, is where the final driver speeds and ratings and all that stuff end up. Because the thing is, since I noticed when messing around with the modding stuff and making the tools to where you can modify the stats of your car. When you make the stats of your car ridiculous numbers, like literally make something in the thousands for your car rating, the AI goes faster too. They go way faster in career mode. When you change your car rating in career mode, the AI's speed changes with it to some extent. Now, it does. Obviously, we all know from just playing career mode, it doesn't match up 1-to-1. Because by the end of your, not even by the end, but by the time you hit like a 70 rated car in the base game, you're winning half the damn season, if not more. So we all know that's the case. But what I noticed in testing, when I put the car to like ridiculous numbers where the player stops, like, it's diminishing returns. When you do the stats high enough, it's diminishing returns. So the higher the stat, then the less difference it makes once you're that high. And I noticed there was a threshold where your car doesn't get any better, but the AI continues to get faster. Oh, they're gonna... Great. Good job. Where were you looking? He was looking that way when he ran across the car. But yeah, so what I'm getting at is I know that it is entirely possible to make the AI fast enough at any track that they're a challenge at any point of your career. Even if you run custom setups, we could make them harder yet and make it to where custom setups are still, you're gonna have AI as fast as you. Even with a 100 rated car, custom setups, there's still a way we could make the AI faster if we find where this data is. But I've not found it yet, and like I said, I'm debating putting a video up explaining how I go about it. I don't expect everyone to try. It's not an easy thing. If it was easy, I would have figured it out by now, that's for damn sure. But maybe putting a bounty, maybe posting it on a couple of the PCSX2 forums and things and saying, hey, I got a bounty on figuring this thing out. Maybe that'll help. Because I tried reaching out to a couple communities. What's going on, Needham? Welcome in. I tried going to a couple communities and literally saying, like, hey, I'm willing to pay somebody to figure this out because I don't know what else to try. And that's gotten, like, it's gotten, nobody's been interested in it. And I'm surprised because I'm like, I'm willing to pay somebody by the hour to figure it out. Like, I'm willing to pay somebody, good money for one person to spend time to figure it out. Somebody who knows how to do the debugging stuff well enough. So, yeah, but I feel like this is way easier of an ask than being like, oh, how do we get the car models and the track models and everything to swap? Like, to be able to change that sort of data in this game, I don't expect that to ever be possible because of how EA encrypts their files and how the Tiburon branch of it did things differently than the rest of EA did. Like, I don't expect to ever figure that out. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. I looked into that enough previously that I know that is beyond, like, the amount of effort it would take to do that is way beyond worth. I could probably make a racing game from scratch faster than I could figure out how to get the car models and track models to change in this game. So, to me, of the things that are attainable, of the things that I know are possible, there's one big one left, and that's it. And the driver ratings, when they're at the track in career mode, and to be able to control them difficulty-wise and all that, like, that's the final one for me. And we know, like, everything points to it being possible. And everything points to it being, like, there's some data somewhere. Because when you change the ratings of the drivers, as we saw, like, in the 90 mod, I had Davey Allison and Greg Biffle's slot. And no matter what I make Davey Allison's ratings, he's terrible. Tim Richmond, his ratings, he should be, like, third place every race, practically, in my 90 playthrough. And he ran half the races dead last or in the last 5 positions or, like, way at the back. So that, that tells me some... but if I went to... So that was in career mode. But if I went to race now, when it's not taking in your car stats and it's not running extra calculations or whatever it's doing, Tim Richmond's car will run where it's supposed to. He'll run up front. So race now mode, it works the way it's supposed to. but career it does not. So, you know, to me, it says somewhere the data that we're changing, the stats that we're changing, are only either partially affecting or not affecting at all what the final deal is. I mean, I guess they are, because I know the speeds change when you run low versus high ratings, but it doesn't affect it as much as we all were hoping and we all thought originally. So there's other math going on. There's other things running after that that I don't have control of, and I don't know where they are. So that's the bounty. So I gotta do a video. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, because there's a lot of racing going on the next month and a half for me, real life stuff. So I'm gonna be busy with that. So I don't know the pace as to when I'll release the video with the bounty on it. But once I do, I'm going to Reddit. I'm going to the PCSX2 forums, and I'm saying, hey, look, $200 bounty minimum. If anyone else in the community wants to pitch in and make that bounty higher, that'd be great. Not asking anyone to, but just saying if you guys want to, like, let me know. And we'll bump it up. But I'm starting it probably at 200. At least 100, maybe 200. We'll see.
Which is more chances for you to lose positions.
The 157 car doesn't look any different than when he started this race.
Yeah, you never quite know what's going to happen in these NASCAR
Yeah, it was slow.
races. When you finish a race and your car still looks brand new, you've done one heck of a job as a driver.
From
Those
all
were
of us
4
here at
wide.
Sports and MRN,
And Rusty
thanks for
just
joining
sent
us
it.
today. Next up is Sawmill.
Next up is Sawmill. He said it. All right. So we met the secondary sponsor. I don't know what voice that is. We met the secondary sponsor. We didn't meet the primary. Gordon wins over Martin. Notables in the top 10. Mayfield with the top 10. Kenny Schrader is, as you pointed out, Schrader and Reigns had crazy runs going, so they get 11th to 12th. Nothing else too crazy up in Park with the top 20. Mears with the 20th place because of the pit cycle stuff. Kyle Petty up there. So I mean, that some of those guys benefit from the weirdly timed caution. And John Andretti did get lapped before it was over. I see that. All right, let's see our awards. Move of the race. They gave it to Marlin again. He's been getting it a lot. What's our rookie at? Because we didn't. Yeah, because Reigns just gained a bunch on us, but I was going to say the other couple of races we had that we were good, that should have gained a bunch, but we kind of balanced back out, I guess. We had 2 bad races, 2 great races, and so did Reigns, I suppose. Okay, nothing new's happening yet. We got 2 more races for that. I don't think I have anything going. Yeah, everything's going on already, so. Oh, you know what? I did want to start repairing this one. And okay. Alright, make sure we save. In case I accidentally simulate like we did earlier. Luckily I did save that time. You guys can't see this, but I'm gonna change the paint schemes to the next race. So this would have been Bristol 2. It is now Sawmill. I do like the fact that it worked out that there are 36 unique tracks in the game. So the schedule ended up being every racetrack in the game. I think that's really funny. I didn't realize there were just exactly... Oh, hang on. I got to change the pylon. I didn't realize that there were exactly that many. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's qualify. Oh, I don't have... Ah! Hang on, can you quit qualifying? Hang on, let's do a save state. Yeah, I can. Okay. I want manual transmission. Oh, it is on manual. Well, then I guess I ran here. So no. I guess I ran here at some point. All right, we learned from moves. Don't hit that tree. I mean, I kind of knew that, but he hit that tree on his stream last time. I do vaguely remember how to drive this track, though. Of all the weird fantasy ones, I think this is the one that I know the best, slightly. I'm gonna say, but I forgot that the road sweeps right there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, maybe I don't remember all of it that well. I know this corner's deceiving out of the exit. Yeah, final destination. Good point, good point. Alright, we're rolling through. It says 60, that's lies. There we go, did that way better. Yeah, I waited too long on the throttle all last corner, but otherwise that was pretty good. You threw your controller the first time you hit that tree. 11th. It's kind of funny that lap time is like a legit Watkins Glen time. 109s, 110s, it's literally the same.
Welcome everyone to Mill Valley, California for coverage of today's race, the Lumberjack 325 live
Oh
on
God,
MRN.
it's hollowed out.
What can you tell us about
Look at how
this
flat
track?
those trees
Well, as
are.
road courses go, Sawmill might just be the toughest one ever created. Several tight turns and a steep drop in the final quarter mile leading into pit road. That's going to keep this one interesting right down to the end.
The 157 car has had some bad luck the last two races.
Oh, he definitely wants to turn things around starting now. His whole crew seems determined to pull out of this slump. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull off at least a top 15.
Casey Mears won't be much of a factor
Ooh.
in this one, judging by
Look at
his
Blaney's
road course
car.
record.
Boy, that's the truth. That makes it even harder to focus on race day. He needs a good finish today
Sweet.
to regain some confidence in himself.
Jimmy Spencer has not had much success going left and right this year.
It's very
Oh, look at
difficult to get
Jeff
the
Green's
feel
car,
for these
too.
tracks. The crews seem to spend more time on the oval setups than they do here. Makes for a long race if your car doesn't handle well.
Makes sense. The nighttime Bristol races special paints going on. Yeah, break the shit out of you here. Yeah, I remember their points being weird too. I think turn one's the worst. So we'll just take it easy here with the tree. Oh, okay, they were, well, at least on the initial start it was fine. Ooh, they were slow out of there. Robbie Gordon, you won the last road course race. I don't feel bad for you if I beat you here. I say is you'll pull away. Wow. Oh, we were 3 wide. I'm sorry, Ward. Am I clear? I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. I took that corner really bad because of it, though. Oh, God. Oh, God, I don't remember them stopping there. That was a close dodge. Ward just ran in the wall behind us. I heard it. Oh. What are you guys doing through this section? Man, EA did not do well for road course AI and lines and everything else. I'm telling you, man, they needed a racer of some sort on their crew to make the road course AI better, to try them out. Whoa! Ward just stopped on he stopped at the stop sign. Oh, I missed turn one a little bit. He did the wall ride and then he obeyed the stop sign. I guess he felt like he had to take a penalty. Oh, Robbie sent it. Oh my lord. Jarrett's Brown slogan might have shit in his pants after that send on from Robbie. Robbie got loose up there. And then what am I doing? Yeah, it's weird. Alright, so goal is to survive this with minimal contact to people. Robbie just stopped there. You weren't kidding. I don't remember them doing this when I tested. I tested this track. Why did he just slam the wall behind us? I tested this track with the 2024 pack because I was trying to see what road courses I wanted to... what fantasy road courses I wanted to use in place of real-life road courses that we don't have. So I wanted to see what some of the tracks were like. And I very, very vividly remember running this one with that pack. And I don't remember having an issue with them. I mean, there were a couple of weird moments, but it wasn't this egregious. And we got 28 laps here. That's a long time. Our Watkins Glen race was 13 laps, and this place takes just as long to get around. This might be our last race tonight, depending on how long it takes. And what's next. I have to see what's next on my custom little schedule here. Alright, well, we finally didn't have somebody next to us at a last corner. Kind of settled into 13th. There's a big gap up ahead of Andretti there. Wide arc. Oh no, not if he's next to us. Okay, good. I cleared him. I wanted to take a wide arc to that second part of that corner. I feel like that corner... okay, this is going to be the weirdest comparison, but I feel like that corner is kind of like Darlington 1 and 2. Where, like, you want to enter low. The middle, you can gain speed through the center, and then you have to slow down a second time to run the exit of it. And if you kind of re-arc it, you know, it's better. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's I guess the way I just described it there, just you could use that same thing to describe Darlington 1 and 2. Low in, a little bit slow in, and then pass through the middle, let it slide up the track, and then come back down for the exit. Slow it back down for the exit just a little bit. Just slow in, let it slide up, and then just feather that exit a little bit. Oh, maybe more than I did. Ah. Oh god, that messed up everything. Oh, Kurt got by, and then he stopped. Dropped his Sharpie, and then he slammed the wall. He stopped for that corner and then overdrove it. I don't know what's happening. Don't dive under me, don't dive under me, don't dive under me. Thank you. Oh, jeez, he just smoked us on the outside, and then he's stopping for the stop sign. Kurt, what are you doing? Smoked us around the top. You're way spread out at the front. I don't like running an unlucky 13th here. But Kurt doesn't want to be here either. Every time he passes us, he hits the brakes. He's like, I don't want to run 13th. You take 13th. I don't want 13th. He'll time bomb you, then F bomb you, especially 2003. Well, maybe not 03. I don't know how bad he was or wasn't in 03. He's gonna hit the wall. Oh my god, I saw that coming. Don't do. Oh, he's diving. I'm letting him have it.
Someone got by you.
Holy cow!
They're on both
And
sides.
he's gonna stop. Oh my god! Why you stopped and you swerved? Oh, somebody wrecked. Where at? Where at? Somebody way in the back. I see one dot is slow. Way in the back. Yeah, they got onto the pits. Maybe somebody blew up and then caused a wreck from it. Alright, well, we'll pit. Because the fuel's... is it going to be close? No. I still think it's worth pitting. We're going to give up a ton of track position, though, if the AI stays out. But we'll also be able to stay out after they pit. Although we don't want a yellow. It's kind of the other way around for road courses, so I don't know what to do. I don't know. I feel like I have to pit. But this could mess us up. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, they are. You're right. Oh, Kyle Petty into the wall and lost it. But also, oh, Jeff Burton blew up again. That's twice in one stream. And Roush Engines is giving him the bad end of that deal. All right, let's pit. Hopefully they all pit. I want it to be even on that respect. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's pitting. Oh, man. All the buildings back here are cool. The little, like, fake town sitting there and stuff are fun to look at. I know I normally fast forward pit road under yellow, but I don't know. I kind of like it in this one. Will we have a clean stop? That is the question. Sweet. Good stop. Good enough stop anyway. Oh.
While we were pitting, those guys
Oh, we actually gained spots. I guess they all got bottlenecked on pit road. Sweet. Good job, crew. There's the other feature I'd love to find and shut off is the auto brake. I mean, and them restarting you in the wrong gear. When you run manual transmission, they restart you in the wrong gear, especially at like Martinsville and places. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm just not gonna say it.
What's wrong? All clear, race. Got one on your right. You're clear.
Oh, Newman braked it there pretty hard. Oh, and then he didn't.
There's a guy on your right.
Andretti did. My gosh. I don't understand what the AI passes you here, and then they're like, no, park it. I don't want it to spot. It's really weird. Oh, and then he's wrecking behind us just about. John Andretti's been running fast in this game.
He's coming left.
Whatever fantasy driver slot I gave him, it's just they're fast. So Andretti's like a little bit better than he should be. His ratings are accurate to real life stats, but he's definitely better than he should be. I mean, he didn't run super terrible. Well, I don't know about 03, but I didn't think he ran terrible. I think he just finished terrible most of the time. I don't know. I feel like, you know what? That's a curious one. Like thinking back in time, when you talk about drivers that never quite had a good opportunity, I think John Andretti's one that's often forgotten about or overlooked. That I feel like falls into that category. Because he drove a bunch of teams that weren't ever anything crazy, and then other than Petty, but Petty wasn't like great when he raced there, nor after. So I don't know. You gotta wonder, like, put Andretti in a good car or for a good team for 3 years. Would he have gotten things figured out and been a top dog?
The 12 car is gaining on you. Watch it. There's a car on your
Oh,
left. Someone got by you.
yeah, I know. I mean, he was a household name just by the last name. But I'm just curious how now that I think about it, like I feel like he's one of the guys that was underrated or never got a good opportunity. I often put Dave Blaney in that. I feel like Dave Blaney's. I mean, I'm a Dave Blaney fan, so I'm biased on that. But I feel like the best opportunity Dave had was when he drove the '07 car the year before Boyer did. And when he basically prepared the car and the team and brought them up to speed on stuff so that it was ready for Boyer. Late in that season, Dave started to get that car to run. He was running top 10 like pretty much every week. Definitely top 15 every week. And they just started to really gel towards the end of that year, and then he was out for Boyer because that was the agreement, like pretty much from the start. So that kind of sucks. I'll read your message when I get a chance. There's not many opportunities here. That's why I usually have the text-to-speech on, but I don't know why it broke. I shut it off one week, and ever since then it's just been broken. I maybe shut it off in a way that I didn't realize, and it's because I turned it back on, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So maybe I just muted it or something and didn't realize. That's probably what I did. Oh yeah, he had some awesome runs in the 77 car. He had some awesome runs in the 93 car. There's 2 races in that 93 car I would argue that he could have won had things gone a little differently. The most obvious being the Atlanta race that he led like a large portion of and then lost a wheel leaving after a pit stop. God, that was such a, like, I very, very much remember that race as a kid and being so devastated for Blaney in general. And like his interview, he was like, hey, we've proven we belong. We really got things gelling. Like all this stuff, he had nothing but good things to say. And he's like, the future's bright. Great job, Jeremy. Great job. I was doing a good job of avoiding the mayhem on the people being weird, or the AI being weird, but not that time. But no, yeah, Blaney was his interview after that Atlanta race was so positive because it was so early in that team being in a Dodge. It was so early on that they were like, it's just a bright future ahead. And man, they just never quite had the same sort of car and day that they had at Atlanta. I mean, he had good runs in it, but like as far as like dominant, looking like he's the guy to beat all day, like I don't think he ever had that again in anything. Oh, I scooped too early. I had to bail. That's why I lifted. Here comes Andretti again. Caught us again after parking it earlier, or wrecking it, or whatever he was doing. have to pit. I haven't been paying attention to the fuel. We're gonna have to pit again, I think. All right, 7.2 when we hit the line. I have to look at it next lap.
Don't let him by, but try not to hold him up either.
I'm pretty sure we're burning too much to make it to the end. I'm trying to...
All over your back bumper. That bump didn't hurt.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. No, no.
A little angry with your driving style. Be careful, buddy. The 19 car is blocking. They're all around.
Ay, ay, ay. Uh-oh. Oh, we'll pit under the yellow, I guess. Yeah, because I burned... Oh, God. We burned 2 gallons, at least, this lap.
There's a guy on your right.
Not anymore. There's not. He'd already passed me. Don't do it!
Got one on your right.
I think I still beat him to the line. I lifted. Harvick this time. Oh, he just blew it up running into the wall. Well, at least there won't be a debris yellow later from that. What the heck? It's like he lost his brakes. Or his throttle hung. That was a weird spot, even for the AI to wreck. Who might be in the lead? Warburton. Oh, Warburton. Oh, he pit under green. I didn't notice that. Good spot. He should be in the lead then, I would think. Alright. I didn't even mention the invaders we got this one, well, the part-timers we got this time, which was Derek Cope and Joe Varde. Joe Varde's made a lot of races by random chance this year. This season. I like that you can hear the other pit crew like, ring, 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 ring. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, you didn't like crash into him. You just kind of had to divert around him or something, which somehow cost us lots of time. Dude, if Ward wins, that'd be great.
Those cars up front didn't pit.
Okay, there's 3 people that stayed out. Johnny Benson, Dave Blaney, and Ward Burton. Dang it, Junior, you didn't go on the start. Honestly, any 3 of those win, and I'm happy. I'm fine with any of those.
The 8 car is still
Although Blaney winning in his, like, after we just talked about him in his Tennessee Bank special paint, although he's losing second spot right now as we speak. But that would be kick-ass. Go ahead, Jimmy, or whoever's here.
There's a guy on your right.
Oh, God. I said to go. No, I don't want to be a yellow. No, I don't want to. Where are you going? Where are you going, Kurt? Freaking Jimmy. It doesn't even look like it was his fault, but it was totally his fault. And then Kurt didn't know where to go. Wow, thanks, crew chief. Totally my fault on that one. Oh, Jamie's in a special paint too. He's in the Davey Allison throwback, I think. The solid black paint. Although that's what the car became later on. Oh, Junior. Wait, the points swapped around? What the heck? That points looked way different. Okay, Okay. we got some of our spots back from that. I don't even know.
You're clear.
Oh, there's Jamie's paint. I'm gonna go look at it.
Watch it. There's a car on your left. Picked off another position. There's a guy on your right.
Well, we gave less laps for the guys up front to hold people off. Oh, Rusty's running his Winston.
Got one on your right.
Dang it, guys. Rusty's running his Winston scheme. is like celebrating the victory lap scheme or whatever they called it.
On your right.
Oh.
That's another rearview mirror.
Okay, I normally don't shortcut through the grass, but they were parking it, and I just didn't want to rear end them. I mean, they got the spots back immediately, so that's fine. Then they parked it again.
Clear all around.
Oh god, somebody wrecked up there.
The leaders are pitted.
No, they're pitting! What do you mean they're pitting?
What's wrong? You're clear. Contact with the 24 car. There's a guy on your right.
And Ward's not gonna pit because he doesn't have to, but he is the only one of the guys that didn't stay out front. No! That's such a tragedy.
Got one on your right.
Benson was gonna win if he could have made it on fuel. What are they doing? What are you doing, guys? Oh, Benson's there. He's out. He's out of fuel. Ow! I forgot you're mad. Or that mad. Where are you at? Did he wreck himself? I think he did. I think he's out. Yeah, Mayfield. Mayfield, what are you doing? Oh my god. Benson ran out of fuel. Caused mayhem. Just didn't make the pits. Ward was the only one who could have stolen the win, and he's the only one who couldn't hold them off, unfortunately. Because I think Blaney was still up front when he hit. What a crazy race this is. Or was. We're going to end up 7th here, looks like. Just ahead of Rusty in his victory. Actually, Rusty. I was going to say Rusty might get us. Wait, white flag, yellow flag? Oh my god, Rusty! He tried to jump to the outside. So what happened? Oh, Mayfield was the yellow when he slammed into me and blew up. I thought the yellow was out before Mayfield hit me. I guess not. And then look, the freaking conga line back here. And then Newman's gonna win. What a race. My god. Man, I thought Johnny Benson and Blaney had it. Hot dang.
See you guys at the truck. Great run.
Oh my gosh.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders.
It's a road
Just goes
course.
to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you really can dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
The 157 car ended up in the top 10 at the end of the race.
Top 10s are sometimes just as hard to get
Freaking
as a
highlights
win.
here.
That whole team
Doink.
did a great job.
Great.
The 157 car has the beginnings of a rivalry with the 19 car.
Yep.
Well, when you're out there beating and banging on guys, some feathers are bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
Wow, what a
See
great
you next
highlight.
week at the
There's us
Devil's
finishing the
Canyon
race.
Speedway.
I don't even know what track he said there. Jamie, why does your car icon not work? There should be enough icons for well, no, there's like only 34 or something. It's a stupidly small number. Oh, sweet. We got our primary. Oh, yeah, it's like a top 25 or whatever, which we definitely did. So, Newman won. Ward Burton with the 3rd place. As you mentioned in chat, Mikey getting a top 10 and Gordon just missing it. Kenny Schrader 12th. Jamie, who's actually like super underrated at road courses. He was really good at road courses and just had like really weird luck there, kind of like Robbie Gordon did. In 15th there. Craven 16th. Craven got him. Craven got Kurt right at the end. Yeah, that was crazy. Derek Cope 21st. Alrighty. What a race. I unlocked Earnhardt? How did I... Oh, because I'm level 2 now? Okay. Do I even have that bio set up? No. Just save it. We had save. I've not used the bio on this. Save faster, thank you. Alright, how many laps is this next race before I decide whether to run it or not? That's what I want to know. 27, no. It is faster, though. I don't know, what do you guys think? One more Or do we start at the other road course next week? And look at the freaking points are closing in. Where was Junior that race? 14th. Or Stewart. Stewart wasn't up there. Where the heck is Stewart? Why do I not see? He got 29th. So then Stewart took the points lead the race before that? Where the heck was Junior? I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Those were some crazy races. Billy Lake got moved the race. Oh boy. We're still not doing great in rookie standings here. Alright, one more or no? That's the question right now. Associates unhappy. As long as they're still on the car. Chassis and engine repair. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, we can continue this cycle for now. Same thing here. That one's fine. Did it save? I thought this menu goes away. That was weird. I must have hit no and not realized it. Alright, one more or no? What do you think? We run one more tonight? Or do we pick up at Sawmill next week? Or Devil's Canyon next week? A lot of the rest of the season's fantasy road courses, well, I say is Talladega's coming up. Wait, why is Talladega up? I thought we ran... Yeah, we did run Dega. Oh, no, wait, it's just the icon. It says Dixieland. Oh, it's the Talladega Road Course. Ha. And then the Pocono Road Course, and then the Homestead Road Course, and then the Texas Road Course, and then Kansas, and then the New York Track, Dockside, Phoenix Road Course, Phoenix Oval, Daytona Road Course, and then Homestead Oval, the new one. Alright, well, I guess we'll call it then. We'll come back, we'll run Devil's Canyon next week, hopefully, on Saturday. As long as everything goes well, I should be here. But I appreciate you guys popping in, hanging out, those that were here. Appreciate the chat, because it gives me a lot more to talk about, so I appreciate you taking part more than usual, so that was cool. I might as well save the profile here. Oh, I have it saved on the secondary, that's right. Yeah, so I'll see you guys maybe Thursday. I might or might not do the other stream. Thanks, Needham. I may or may not do the play every game stream on Thursday. I'm still on the fence. Yeah, Andretti did get another top 5. He's been crazy fast. And Ward Burton snuck in there too. But yeah, if I get the chance, I'm gonna put the bounty video up in the next week or two. So maybe we'll get the ball rolling on that. But either way.